Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. Solo leveling constantly is just popping off. Do you think now, I think I've said this before, but do you think now it's going to slow down a little bit and we're going to have a good episode that's not like amazing? Because everything so far has been like great to amazing. Do you think this is the first oh, this is fine. This is a good episode?
I mean, logically, I'd want to say yes. I can't foresee the whole season just being pedal to the metal. But I felt before last episode was especially after they fought the ice elves, I was like, whoa, okay.
Right.
That was pretty good moment. Next episode, we're going to build up whatever's coming after that. But I was wrong, dude. It was also just boom, just straightforward. So I want to say yes, but I've been proven wrong before by this series in this season even, so who knows? There's maybe it won't be as action heavy, but it'll be intense in other ways, right? Cuz he's getting his what is it called? Recalculation. The term escapes me right now, but they're seeing what his true power levels. Yeah, exactly. So what happens? How does his sister react? How do the old people in his old, I don't know if they were his crew, but in the old crew that he used to go to, right? This is going to be national news. What? He's an S level? What the heck? What happened? Oh, it was the double dungeon. Do any of them think, oh, well, I want that now? Yeah. Can I go find a double dungeon somehow? Maybe they're still too traumatized. I wouldn't blame them to even attempt.
Right.
So yeah, I do think it'll slow down, but if it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's interesting. We've kind of speculated on that before, but it did certainly pop off. And we have this character coming up here that we have no idea who the frick that is. So who knows?
He thinks everyone's here for him.
Right.
So
are they here for him?
Also,
or
is he also getting a reevaluation as well, maybe, or something else going on?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It would be funny if he was all pompous, they're here for me, and then they're actually here for Song.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That'd be great. All right, well, I'm really excited to see what the ramifications are, because that's the thing. Last episode was his abilities have been fully revealed to everyone. Even the people who've been following him in the bureaus, basically, they knew that he was strong, but they've never fully seen his abilities. I think this is the first time everyone's seen it for realsies. And I really want to know what the ramifications are of listen, Song is not an average S rank. He's cracked AF. So
true. Yeah. And the other thing too is I wonder how the whole aura measuring thing is, right? Because this is going to be international news. His dad is still in America. I assume he's still in America.
Right.
Does he see the news? Does he see his son? And he sees this massive aura, and he's this is the guy. This is the doom of all mankind, or whatever, the doom of the gates, right? Or is it something you feel? It's not actually a visual representation, and so you have to be present. But still, maybe he recognizes him as a son. I'm sure by the name he'd be able to tell even. And he's my son's an S rank. What the heck,
Right.
That's the other part of it too that I was gonna say. How I'm sure this is gonna make international news because S ranks are few and far between.
True.
Does his dad catch wind of this?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and then what happens, right? So
yeah, and the other S ranks can evaluate each other to a degree of measuring each other's aura and stuff like that. So are they going to be able to look at Song and be holy frick, this guy's on a whole different freaking level from us, right? Or is it going to be a situation where they can't tell how powerful he really is? He's just so powerful, and the checking doesn't work in that way.
Oh,
right.
Imagine if it errors out. They get the special S rank checker, and it errors
that would
out
be
then
sick.
as well.
But I mean the specific S ranks themselves, right? Because they can see each other's aura. Are they not going to be able to tell how strong he really is? And is that because he's strong because he has his army. So like him himself, if it was a one-on-one, yeah, maybe he wouldn't win against the S ranks, but with his army, he obviously would. Or is it a matter of like one-on-one, he absolutely would crush another S rank, but the way that the S ranks are able to evaluate the power level of someone else, it doesn't register how far he goes up. Or does it show like, holy frick, this guy's nuts?
Yeah, there's only two precedents that I can think of for something like this. First was the dad versus the crazy brother. I forget his name. But it's kind of solely because the crazy brother's kind of a cocky dude.
Right.
So, you know, maybe he measured his aura, but he's like so self-confident. He's like, I could take him, whatever, right?
Right.
So it's not an accurate representation of how much they can measure. Two was last episode, I think, or maybe two. Yeah, I think it was last episode. They asked the redhead dude, the fire guy, could you take an A rank dungeon by yourself? And he's like, I couldn't. No. So yeah, is it because of his army, or is it because Sung just by himself, he could have soloed the whole thing and just used his army for make it easier? Right?
Yeah, I think specifically in the soloing the dungeon instance, it's because of his ability. Right? Like he wouldn't have been able to do that by himself. I think he would have done pretty well by himself. He obviously showed himself to be pretty capable, but the army definitely like flipped the tables on that for sure.
I think so as well. I think his army helped him a lot on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited to get into it.
Same. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Here he is. Oh,
both of them.
Oh, it's both of them. Wow.
Yeah, they don't care about that other guy.
Dude, how much are they going to be fighting for him, dude?
Yeah, right?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Ming-sung is that guy, but gotta be that guy.
Yeah.
From last time.
Yeah. He's like, what the frick is going on here?
Yeah.
They're not for you, Sung. They're not for you. Oh, he's an actor.
Okay. Co-star killer? He killed a co-star?
Oh, he's awakened. Okay. Oh no, dude. Oh, no.
Watch him be an E rank, dude.
Isn't it jumping the gun? Yeah, right. Oh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no, he's about to get humiliated, dude. Ming-sung is.
Yeah. Oh, the chairman is here.
Dang, dude.
This guy's getting freaking cucked.
You know who I am?
Oh, frick. Holy frick. Get wrecked, buddy.
Okay, he's decently strong, though. He's in A rank, so.
Yep.
2 years.
Wow.
Wow. They really are, like,
whoa,
few and far between.
Oh.
Dang, he has to disclose this? Oh. He has no problem telling them, though. Okay. It's much more than that, dude.
Yeah, wait. yeah. They know.
Yup, cat's out of the bag indeed. He was gonna show up just a couple. 100. Dang.
Oh, look at this.
Wow, dude. Oh, they're feeling it through the door. They're not in the present with him. They're wow, dude. That's amazing.
And that door's like freaking super sealed, man.
Yes.
Oh, I guess that answers my question as like, are they going to be able to tell what his power is? And is it like specifically him or is it because of the army? Well, now we freaking know. Oh my gosh. Wow, he's an S rank. This is so weird.
Yeah. The category is blank. Huh.
These guys are so desperate.
You gonna see your brother on the news.
Oh boy.
10th S rank hunter in history. Ah. Okay. Dude, they're all, I called it, his old crew, man. He's all...
Oh. I wonder if she's suspicious of him.
Yeah. Bro.
Get wrecked, buddy.
This guy's small potatoes, man.
Take care of your stupid scandal. Oh. So he's gonna be a freelance, basically.
Okay.
Interesting.
Bro, tell us.
He asked me to join him.
I can kind of see the dad's point, but it's rough, dude.
They really wanna see ya. That's
amazing, dude. Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Wow, dude.
Ah, interesting.
Oh.
He noticed.
Dude, he's going to connect the dots, I think. Wow.
Yeah. What?
Wow, I mean, it's the reality of the situation, right?
Well, I was thinking, that's what I was thinking, is they're probably like, he said, if you can, not like you can just smash the glass and take it. He's like, if
I thought
can.
it was, I thought it was more of like at the end of the day, you're an S rank and can do what you want to do.
There's nothing we can
statement,
do.
But
I mean, both things are probably true, to be honest. But that's interesting that he's so confident. You're right, though, because S ranks can just take the stuff that they want, but he was so confident that an S rank couldn't break the glass and just take what they want. That's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, true. Maybe it was like enhanced by an S rank or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's actually gonna do it?
Oh, okay. It was just a joke.
Dude. Wow, he is insanely strong. Okay, before we move on, I absolutely love the juxtaposition is the wrong word, but like usually when you're selling gear and like swords and capes and all that stuff, I'm used to like a fantasy magical setting, some like shop and all this stuff. This is like a high-end jewelry store kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But it's outfitted with all this like crazy equipment. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's something so self-evident of like, of course that's how it would be if it was in real life. But I don't know, just the fact that that's how they do it. Such a great detail. 10 out of 10. Wow, dude, the store stuff is
the stuff in the store goes on sale.
Yeah, and it's like as good as like this incredibly crafted item. What the heck?
That is the weirdest
100
thing
million
of all the things that have happened so far. That's the freaking weirdest thing ever. That the stuff on the store has like a sale, a rotation of sales, or whatever the frick. That's got to be the freaking most bizarre thing I've heard of in this whole series so far. That's so funny.
Dang.
Is he gonna like make a bunch of stuff? Oh no.
Oh, he's still on this. I mean, yeah.
Dude, he is putting it together. Holy frick.
Yeah. Smart.
Dude, he freaking cracked the code. What?
Yeah, he's smart, dude.
What? To jump to such a conclusion, I mean, wow.
Like, think about it though. Like,
I mean,
well, I guess there's the fact that there's just so much we don't know. So I guess I don't know if I'd also jump to that same conclusion. But he is set on the fact that he has gotten stronger since last time we've seen him, right? So if you take that as fact, there's not a lot of other conclusions you can arrive, right? It's either
100%.
he was fake, he was masking his strength somehow,
right?
Or this, right?
Or this, right?
Like,
yeah. I mean, it's a big logical jump for him to jump to, given the context of everything. But I think logically, it is a conclusion that he would jump to. It's just the fact that he was willing to allow himself to make that jump, right? He looked at all the facts and he's like, it must be this. Like, it can't be anything else. Even despite the fact that it's like literally unheard of. Like, no one in history, as far as we know, has ever had this ability. So he's like, I gotta do it. I gotta make that logical jump. He must be someone who can get stronger, right?
Yeah, so, and they showed it like at night, right? Since I don't know when the reassessment happened. Let's just say 10 o'clock. It's like 9 p.m. now. He's been like
thinking about it
all day.
Like, this must be it. He's like, because he probably even thought about like, well, maybe he was masking his power, and then he probably had reasons why he was ruling that out. He's like, no, I could tell he wasn't masking it then, and he's not masking it now. So something is up. Yeah. So that's the conclusion.
Crazy that he figures it out though, dude.
It's really sick.
And he's an S rank now that knows. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's going back to the tower. Oh my gosh. Painfully so.
Oh. Watch them.
Is that guards? Oh. Okay. Okay. He just overlooked that fact.
That is absolutely the most bizarre reason. I gotta say, there's nothing more immersion increasing than something like that. Like, it's literally like, well, he should have 4. Like, the plot was that there was 4, and like he would get all of them, obviously, so he would have 4. It's like, no, you threw him in the ceiling and he forgot to get him. It's like, of course, it's fucking genius. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That's wow. This is the dumbest thing ever, but it's probably one of my favorite plot points that has ever happened in this whole show.
Okay. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Oh, this is so sick.
So, what was that? So they're gonna be just like shadows, like out of sight. Oh. Wow. I did not know this was the extent of No way, Jeju Island freaking bug, dude. Oh my gosh. What?
Now?
Dude, I thought Jeju Island was going to be like season 5, dude, not now.
What? What? I can't believe they just teased this. Are you kidding me right now?
Okay. Dude, okay, I didn't think we'd see Jeju Island this season.
I thought this was like season 4 or something.
Yeah, dude.
3 at the
We're seeing them this season. There's no way.
Oh my gosh. Maybe at the end of this season, we'll get some like the lead in to Jeju Island, and that'll be season 3.
And then start season 3.
I can't believe they just did that. Holy frick. Okay, but
dude, and they're growing fast, right? Because last time it was they could only go like a little bit of a distance, but now
they're like ocean flying.
This is some
baby.
this is some big implications. Okay.
So he's setting up these guards. That must expend mana at all times. He must be permanently losing mana.
No, so he uses mana to summon them. So he used mana once, and now they're here. The only reason the mana keeps going down is because when they get killed, he resummons them. Remember? Yeah. So it's I don't know, like 100 mana now to get them all up.
Sure.
Yeah. So now I didn't know that this was like the extent though of his power. I always assumed they had to be in like a certain vicinity to him or something.
Like he was holding them consciously. Yeah.
And like he almost had to. Like there seems to be a lot of autonomy given to them where he just says patrol. Like, how does that work exactly? And like, how do they know what to patrol and what to do?
Yeah, he's probably conveyed. So they probably skipped over the details of what he conveyed to them. He probably did convey something to them. I don't think he's just like totally autonomously just said patrol now, and they'll just know what to do.
Yeah.
I
guess. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead, and I have something more to add after.
There's something that I've noticed is a lot of these guys retain some form of personality, right?
Yes.
It's not like their original person, and it may not even be their original personality. It may be like they had like a personality core, and that's like because like let's say if we want to extrapolate on craziness. Your personality is here, and then your life experience shapes who you are along with that personality and your disposition. So, like, let's say when they turn into shadows, they lose all that life experience, as much as they have, that programming, and they just are the core of that being, that individual. And so he's able to then kind of what's the word? Just like use his influence,
like just build on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, on top of that too, though, like they it clearly just showed. They retain their memories because they even said like, oh, that guy's on the ceiling. Like you push him up. So they do retain memories. So yeah, I guess that makes sense then. They're still like largely, they're not sentient, but like sentient, I guess, in a way. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah. Just interesting when you think about it.
They pointed to the ceiling. Oh, correct. That's so fun. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what he's using this guy for, and why what this relationship is right now, and why it's even important for Sung to have this guy helping him out. But
I was gonna say I think part of it is because he said I'll be your big brother, right? Like so I think part of it is like I'll help you out. Like I don't need a driver. Like he can just freaking.
That's what I was gonna say.
To wherever he is.
Couldn't he just like go there so much faster by just running or something? Like, surely.
Yeah, but I think maybe there's multiple motivations, but in part I think it is that whole like I'll be your big bro. So right, like what else can you do for your little brother? But just like all right, I'll take you under my wing and you'll be my assistant for lack of a better term.
Right.
So.
And you know what? Actually, looking at this ring, I just made me think of like when he asked to go to the bathroom. I bet in like the manga or the manhwa, he probably goes to the bathroom, summons a bunch of items, and then sells a bunch of stuff just so he could buy this kind of stuff. Because I was thinking like, wait, when did he buy this exactly? Like I knew he was going to, and he had that stuff he could sell. But that's probably cut content, I bet. So
true.
Interesting. A ring of water and a cape with wind.
Okay. Sick looking cape. Dude, he's doing this episode. Bro,
Yeah.
this
Quest
is
info?
not
Collect Demon Souls 2.
Demon Souls. Ability points plus 30. Oh, a job exclusive skill?
Yeah, what the heck? I thought we're pausing it so
you can
much.
teleport.
But I
right.
thought he would bring in that guy into the tower. I thought he was gonna come with him and just for some reason, but I guess not. So
yeah. Bro, come on, dude. This is your son. Gonna have a heart attack?
oh no,
dude.
Oh, that's...
Now Jin-woo's gonna have the elixir of life.
Oh,
he can have a chance of saving his brother's dad or his mom, dude.
Oh,
what is this?
That thing is huge. Song doesn't like giants. Oh, he's gonna give it to Tusk.
Ah, the sphere of avarice.
The thing that doubles magic.
Okay, let's go.
Holy frick.
Jeez.
Whoa.
It's so interesting that the setting for this is a city. Like a modern day city and not something else.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh.
How much damage is that gonna do?
Did he one-shot him?
I don't know.
Oh! Bro! Dang, dude!
No way!
Okay, let's go.
No way!
Oh. Bro, dude.
You're right, George.
I thought it was a heart attack.
Oh, frick.
Bro, what a freaking statement to make. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're gonna see the bug. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, what is this ant? Dude, he's just chilling here.
No, hold on. Wait, hold on.
What?
This is interesting with Sung, but like, show, you can't just like do this.
Dude, they're just giving us blow after blow after blow after blow. Yeah, that's why I didn't pause it, man. There's too many things going on. We can talk about it after. Like,
frick. What the frick is this?
2 days.
Oh wow, the ramping curve here of difficulty is high then.
Yeah. He can feel where it's happening.
Yeah, that's so sick.
He just has those guys traveling with him. That's amazing.
Oh, they're avoiding Tusk.
Ah. Yeah.
You're likely going for the bears next, yeah. What the frick?
Oh. Dude, these like a bunch of Igrises. What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, Sung, let's go.
Whoa. Jeez.
Jeez, dude. He's so strong now. What the heck?
No way.
Is he gonna call them Demon Knights?
Oh, jeez. Song.
Jeez, bro, chill out for a second.
Holy frick.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I was proven wrong once again. I'm not surprised. Like, so much happened this freaking episode, dude. So much.
So, yeah. I mean, is the second half? Surely the second half of this can't be about Jeju Island. Like, there's no freaking way. It's got to be the season 3. Like, they're going to get right up to the point of leaving for Jeju Island at this rate. Like, it's arrived. I thought like, okay, they're gonna show it, and then it's gonna like die, and then it'll like wash up on the beach, and like that'll be the end of season 3. That'll be the end of season 2. It's like, oh, they're just about to arrive, but he's like freaking there. He's like fine. That thing's gonna freak all those guys up. And you know the best part is those knights that are patrolling, they're gonna be able to report on the fact that some crazy thing has come and just freaking offed them.
Yeah. The other thing too that I thought was like, okay, we know that after they fly a certain amount, they just kind of like die, maybe because they overexerted.
Yeah, it's
possible like it landed. Yeah, it landed here, and now it's like in a very weakened state. But so the 2 hunters, I don't know if they're, let's say they're A-rank hunters.
If it was in a weakened state, they would convey that, right? They'd be showing it like breathing heavy, right? There's no indication. It's
very
like, this thing is
angry. It almost looked like not sentient, but like, how do I explain it? Like had felt hatred towards them. Not just like this is a beast. This is like a thinking thing.
Yeah,
and it hates the hunters. I don't know. Maybe I was reading too much into it. But yeah, bro, like Jeju Island is here, whether we want it or not. The freaking beast S-rank hunter connected the dots like that, dude. The same episode. The dad Jin-ho or Jiho, I don't know how you say what his name was, but the little brother. The little brother's dad said it in the most interesting way. The world is permeated with magic nowadays.
Am I being cold?
And I have no resistance. Am I being cold? Like, maybe I'm like analyzing this too much, but like, why was that choice of words specifically chosen? Right? Is this some sort of like foreshadowing? And like, they used this dad as the vehicle for that foreshadowing because he sees the world like he's a businessman, right? It's like a dog eat dog world. And so he maybe has this tendency to think this way. And so they used him as the vehicle to like plant that idea in the viewer's mind.
Interesting,
right? Like,
yeah. Because I assume that he means like a natural selection. He's like, this is the way the world is going. The weak get cold and the strong survive. That's the way I was kind of interpreting it.
That's another interpretation of it, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's just like seeing like, my time is done, man. Like the people who have low mana resistance, you will not survive. You'll have like the future people who exist will be stronger and stronger hunters, and they'll have better mana resistance and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it could be that he meant it that way, but there's like
that he's
a double meaning.
It's also from a plot perspective, planting the idea, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was like an incredibly like specific choice of words.
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude. So much happened. So much freaking happened this episode. I don't even know what to say, dude.
All right, flashback to the beginning of this episode. George, you think this is going to be a chill episode? Do you think we're going to slow down the pace a little bit? You think this will be kind of like, it was fine? No, it's another banger. Holy frick, dude. Jeez, the pace of this show is unreal, man.
It's relentless. It's relentless.
They're constantly just like, I love shows that just like constantly give you like interesting things, like genuinely interesting things. They're just like, oh yeah, well, this thing that you thought we would string along for like freaking ever. No, here it's come. It's like right here. And then, oh, there's another thing that's really interesting that's coming too. We're not stringing that along either. They're all coming oh man, just freaking wild. Holy frick.
And a lot of the beat by beat stuff is done very well. Like he shows them going out on patrol, and it shows the full moon, right? And they like kind of jump, and then it basically just pans to the full moon, and there's a little freaking insect flying in front of it. Like, what, dude?
Wait a second, hold on. Holy frick, dude! Dang, that's crazy. Okay,
well, that was something. This is a really good episode. I've said that for every episode.
Yeah, I will not doubt you again, solo leveling. I'm not even going to ask such a stupid question again, because clearly I'm just going to look like an idiot next time I ask it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. All right, shame on me. Shame on me.
Yeah. Okay, well, What do you think's gonna happen in this cast or this tower? He's significantly slowed down. He says
he fricked up
2 days.
He fricked up those. I think he's only 2 days, and he's 80. I think he'll be able to get to 100 by the end of the week. And I mean, he fricked up those nights like they were nothing, dude. Right? Like,
True.
Absolutely freaking nothing. I'm surprised. True. You probably thought this, but I'm surprised you didn't say that the interesting foreshadowing of Sung acting like such a villainous figure here at the end.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's another thing I was going to talk about. Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't know. More and more, it started out very much so like I saw these beasts not even like as a living being. I saw them just like as a creature, like an NPC, almost in like the literal sense of the word.
Right.
But like seeing the elf, seeing the mage guy he called
Tusk?
Tusk, yeah. Tusk and like all these guys, like I don't know, man. There's like so much bleeding of real sentient being and programming and being part of a system and all that stuff. Like at a certain point, like there's this conversation currently right like around AI. Like at what point will AI be, for all intents and purposes, alive? Right.
Yeah.
So like that's what I think of these guys. Like, okay, well, at what point are these guys like alive? And sure, they're not humans, but I don't even know how to explain what I'm feeling. It's more like, at what point is Sung's actions towards them, like, when do they become unjustified, right? Like, right now, he's killing them without a second thought. And I'm like, yeah, like, these are the bad guys, okay? Like, doesn't matter. But I could see a very real future in which, like, I start to empathize for these creatures, and it's like, okay,
interesting.
Maybe Sung is stepping over like an invisible line that maybe even he doesn't realize that he's doing it, because he's seeing them also as like NPCs, but they're more than that. And you know, NPC rights, guys. Like, NPC I don't know. I don't want to sound too like hoity-toity with that kind of stuff, right? But it's like, that is a thought that creeps into my mind. It's like, okay, at what point do his actions become, I don't know, unconscionable, evil?
Sure.
Like,
could he, I suppose he could become more evil, but also be in the right when it comes to killing the NPC enemies.
Yeah, like, we know that they have some programming layered over them that tells them to kill humans. So it's not like I'll ever side with them, right? Sure. But there's like there's a right and wrong way to go about it. And I don't know. I don't think he's crossed that line yet. But like, okay, there's a thing, wondering if they feel fear. There's another thing, like enjoying instilling fear, enjoying instilling pain, and then gaining satisfaction and fulfillment from their pain and fear, right?
For sure.
And so I don't think he's crossed that line yet, and I wouldn't tell him like, no, dude, don't kill these guys. But, you know, we've talked about it. The show has placed these little, you know, signal stones along the way of, okay, what's Sung's humanity when he becomes like a god, right? And nothing affects him, right?
Right, and we know the Sung is like basically obsessed with getting stronger, right? What happens when he starts encountering NPCs en masse that have broken free of the system and broken free of the desire to kill all the humans and says, I want to live in peace? Then he goes, well, wait a second, I need to get stronger, and you're freaking in the way. Right?
But what happens when he wants to get stronger and no NPC gives him experience, right? Like, it takes 1 billion to level up to the next level, and each NPC gives him half a point.
I would think, though, at that point, I think you're insinuating that he turns to humans. That's kind of what you're insinuating.
Yes, yeah.
I feel like because of the S ranks right now are so far below Sung, I feel like by the time he gets to the point where stuff that he gets from the system isn't leveling him much anymore, no human's
probably
going
humans
to be able to
won't
compare.
either. Yeah. Unless there's a special quality of humans that their death translates into XP in a way that an NPC never could. Right?
Do you think
they're like worth more or whatever?
Right. Do you think, it makes me think like, oh, well, I wonder then how much XP the Jeju Island bugs give. And then I thought, how wild would it be if after he finishes this tower, he comes out and the season finale is him barely being able to kill one of these bugs?
Dude, that would be wild.
Because they've evolved. They had a team of S ranks that couldn't beat the bugs. Then they've had all this time to evolve. And now they're here stronger than ever. Ability to fly and everything. So they'll crush the S ranks. So how sick would it be if it's like he barely is able to kill this freaking bug, and then it's like there's a whole island of these bugs about to come. Oh man,
that would be
so
crazy,
awesome.
Dude.
Holy frick! Holy frick! Then it takes like a team.
And it could be that this one was an one-off, and so like the rest of the island isn't quite as evolved as this one. And so they can't quite make it yet, but it's like a great signal of what's to come.
It's about to come,
and
like
imminently. They have to act now,
Or this one's just a scout, and he's that strong, and there's going to be like higher ranks and a boss and all this stuff.
Dude, that would be sick. That would be sick. I didn't even actually think about that. Like, I almost had like full confidence that for these like little ones, he'd be okay. I was thinking like the bosses are gonna give him some challenge, but for these little ones, but that would be sick. That would be quite the twist.
Just the fodder is like crazy tough.
It's like a boss basically.
I hope that's the case. I really hope he doesn't like show up and just like, oh, what is this bug that's terrorizing people? And then he just goes in and like kills it in one shot. It would be sick if like that bug is freaking up all the S ranks in the city and causing chaos while he's been gone. Cause like day 2, he's in the tower. He's still got like 5 more days left, right? So that means this bug's gonna have 5 days to frick about. So are the S ranks gonna get fricked about? Because then he comes out and he goes, what the frick is going on? They're like, dude, there's this bug, he's fricking up the S ranks. And then he like slashes the bug, kills it in one shot, and everyone's just like, what?
Yeah.
Right?
I wonder, I have another thing to say about Sung's humanity before I forget, so please remind me if I do forget that I have something about to say that. But to keep on this thread right now, he can clearly tell when his shadows die, right? But he's right now in this tower. And so he's able to tell whether they in the tower died. Can he tell if like one of the people guarding his sister or patrolling died?
Sure.
Right? Yeah, and what happens? He can clearly also differentiate between who's who and where they are, because he's like, I know the bears are here.
He could tell that a certain squad died, right? It's like this squad is dying. So I'm sure he could tell outside. But the question is like, he summoned them and he's in a dungeon. Does he have connection to those ones that are in the real world, or is it like temporarily suspended?
That's what I was wondering, right? And so like, if the one protecting his sister dies, would he be like, oh, I gotta go. Something just happened to my sister. If whatever can kill this general, like my sister's toast, I gotta go right now.
Right.
Or would she die and he wouldn't be able to, or not she died, but the thing dies and he wouldn't be able to tell. I don't know.
I can see a scenario where the bug kills the shot, like we have like an episode or so of the bug just like slaughtering everything. Then the bug kills that general, the orc general, and then just as it's about to kill her, Sung shows up and like deflects, parries the frickin' thing, and he's like, "What the?" He's like, "I frickin' saw this guy die, and I'm here now." It's like, holy frick, that was fast, right?
Yeah.
But I just, as long as he doesn't like one shot or like easily kill the bug, I just want the bug to be so strong and like put the fear of failure in us. Because right now we're getting to a point where like they had for a split second here, they're like, oh, there's something going around killing my guys. It's like, oh, this could be something strong. And then he shows up and he's just like, boop, 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 you're all dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. So I don't know what's going to be at the top of the tower, if that's going to be difficult or if the bug is going to be difficult. I would like something to be difficult. we're getting to the point of like One Punch Man levels of fucking destroying things.
He never loses.
Part of and it doesn't have necessarily the same character and story structure to support a One Punch Man, at least from what we understand. So that's why I'm really hoping that something like Jeju Island is that like power rebalancing of like, okay, he's super freaking strong. We used all this to like show you how strong he is, and now we're gonna use Jeju Island to create some intrigue with the power scaling right now. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, the other thing too, going back to what I was gonna say about the Sung's loss of humanity, right? Like his dad clearly opposes Sung unknowingly, or maybe he knows it's his son, but I'm gonna assume unknowingly. Clearly opposes what Sung can do. And there's that old saying, right? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yep.
I don't think the show has given us anything to think of the dad as an he's probably going to be an antagonist to Sung, but as a villain, right? I think his dad is a morally good character. Sure, maybe he makes mistakes and all that stuff, but yeah, I am going to assume that he's a morally good guy, and so whatever he opposes is probably a moral evil. But unfortunately, that's seeming more and more like Sung. Right? Not in the fact of specifically what he said about them feeling fear, but just the fact that he's literally fits the description of there's going to be something that's going to upend the world and we got to stop it. Right? And I don't know if it's like I don't know, maybe the dad ends up being the villain, but I don't think so. It
doesn't seem like at least from logically, I don't see the avenue of how we get to that point. Right, like it could happen, sure, but like I just don't see how the connective
of him being
work.
the villain. Yeah, exactly. So I don't think he's either. So like, what happens to Sung? Right? How does he become the villain? Maybe he uses his own power to fight the system as well and teams up with his dad some way. But I don't know. I just like that they placed that. I don't know, that statement, that thing. They just said it and forget it. And it's just like a thing sitting there on the table and you're like looking at it and it's distracting statement? You. No, not the culling, the something's coming that's going to destroy the gates. Like you guys don't know. You guys know barely anything about the gates, how they work. Something's coming that's going to destroy them. So that's why I think like, okay, if the dad opposes it, I'm going to currently assume that is a bad thing. Destroying the gates. As much danger as they pose to humanity, something about getting rid of them outright probably isn't a good thing. And if Sung's the vehicle for that happening, no, we're going to have to fight against Sung somehow. So anyways, I don't remember exactly what I was saying before about losing his humanity, but the whole thing I wanted to bring that up was like, that's another point on the chart of losing your humanity and going rogue, breaking bad, becoming evil, however you want to phrase it, is like a thing on the table. It's something that I see as like a potential future. And I don't know. That's interesting story writing.
It's definitely interesting. I agree 100%. And I do feel like they have kind of outlined some things that lead me to believe that could happen potentially. However, the biggest roadblock to that is outside of those specific moments where we see the potential seeds of those of like, oh, maybe this is an indication, or oh yeah, he's being kind of sinister here, right? Outside of those moments, he's super freaking normal. He's just like,
and he's a chill guy. He's like a good
chill guy. He cares for his sister. He's taking care of things. He's taking care of this other guy. So it's like, I feel
has people patrolling the city. So I totally get your point.
So it's like, I do agree that we could read these as seeds for the future, but if they are doing that, they're not really playing off it at all. Almost to the point where I feel like it's just like a plot point that they are abandoning, and they're just making him look sinister occasionally to sell like how creepy and crazy powerful his power is and how much he's enjoying it, I guess. But they're really not like riffing off of it other than those moments. So that makes me skeptical that they're even going to do anything at all with it.
Yeah, most of the time, aside from this one right here, where like I wonder if they feel fear, a lot of them have been influenced by the system itself too. So it could also be, no, it's not Sung. it's the system that's evil and sinister in whatever ways that is. And so they're placing the foreshadowing for that, for showing the system in the future as being like the sinister entity or system or whatever, whatever it ends up being. But yeah. Anyways, so fantastic episode.
Yes, definitely. So far in this tower, he hasn't been able to collect souls to arise them. Do you think that these demon knights are the same? It seems like they just kind of glossed over it. So
I think it's because he wasn't actually present. He was having everything kill his stuff.
No. Before, remember, he couldn't arise the stuff he was killing before, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's true, actually.
Right, because
what that is.
The demon stuff didn't allow him to take the souls, because we were thinking like, oh, fuck, he's gonna rise all this stuff, but then it was like, no, you can't do it here.
Yeah, that's right. Guys. Demon stuff.
So I guess they're demon knights, so it's probably the same. Like, they didn't touch on it. I feel like they would have if he could, but I was thinking, we got more Egress
this is a demon
types,
tower, right? This is just like a
yeah.
But then again, it did say you just killed Elite Knight.
No, it's a demon
which is the same thing. Oh, it's Demon Knight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then he probably won't be able to rise them then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I probably would have showed it or something right at the end there if it was possible. Yeah. But I think they've kind of like laid out the blanket rule of like, you can't take the souls from here, period. Like, it's just not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, once again, this show gives us so much to talk about.
Seriously.
So many hints and clues dropped here and there. And maybe in a lot of it, we're just completely off and freaking reading way too much into it. And maybe you guys are just like, bro, drop it. That's like not even what it is. But
it's certainly happened before, that's for sure.
Yeah. But maybe other things were dead on. Who knows? It's hard to say. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you want to see it completely uncut, check out Patreon. And if you want to see our other stuff 2 weeks ahead of time, check out Patreon and the channel membership. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
See you, everybody.
Take care.